sa Sining at Kultura, this is Kevin Lacanara, a visual artist from Taytay Rizal and also a fine art student in the University of the Philippines. Wow! I want to congratulate myself. Yes, nakapasa tayo ng UP Fine Arts. It's been 5 years since I waited and tried again. And ngayon, fresh na tayo. Yay! So ngayon, naisip ko lang itong gawin. Actually, before ko itong record, actually, nag-usap kami ng isa kong junior. Hey, Nathan. So, nag-uusap kami about YouTube, about social media. Sabi ko, tagal ko nang hindi nakakapag-post ng videos. So, I decided, sige, gawa tayo ng content ngayon. And for tonight, I wanna share my art portfolio. So, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review my art portfolio in UP. Na ito yung portfolio na ginamit ko for my entrance in the University of the Philippines College of Fine Arts. So, let's go. Okay, so disclaimer in this portfolio. So, part din kung bakit ko to ginagawa. Objective ko here is number one, to share kung ano yung portfolio ko, ano yung mga ginawa ko, what's included in my portfolio. Para then, it can serve as reference for the incoming freshmen din. Yung mga gusto mag-try, gusto mag-TDT din or talent determination test sa UP para may idea sila what they can do. So, of course, iba-iba tayo. Hindi dahil ito yung nag-work for me, it might work for you. It's about the general thought of what you should include in your portfolio, okay? So, um, ayun, included in this portfolio are 13 works. Ito yung requirement ng CFA or College of Fine Arts. And iisa-isahin natin sila, i-review natin sila, and a few suggestions in the way there. So, start with my first artwork. Here. So, first artwork number 1. Title, Sining Salamanca mula sa libro ng Hiraya, Sirena. So, I used oil pastel on felt paper. Size ito ay 20 by 26. This is an artwork I did in 2022. Okay, let's review. So, in this work, ayan, ang pinaka makikita mo agad dito is yung pagiging predominant blue niya. So, actually, I did this work para siyang study for me to create a composition na ang main color niya lang is monochrome. But at the same time, I don't want it to be monochrome lang. So, nagiging limited kasi yung palette mo when you choose to do monochrome. So, if you notice, it's predominant blue pero meron siyang ibang kulay pare. Pero hindi siya placed awkwardly. So, I really studied, make sure the colors are well put together. Isa din sa mga study ko dito yung paano magiging cohesive yung artwork mo in terms of still life. So, this is a still life work. So, yan, clue na yun. If you're going to put something in your portfolio, make sure to include still life works. Bakit? So, still life works are a collection of things kasi, objects. Still life nga eh. So, walang buhay. So, if you can see, yan yung mga objects. May pulbos, may mga recognizable, jar, flute, brushes, tubig. Ayan. So, ayan yung sabi ko. Ginawa ko din dyan yung placement, paano hindi siya magiging overwhelming. So, makikita niyo ako kasi detailed artist ako. So, in this part, actually, ang rami niyang details. Pero, when you squint your eyes, hindi siya masyadong nakakalito sa mata. Bakit? Meron akong main point here, which is this jar na umiilaw. So, yung mata mo na-draw doon. And saka na siya umiikot to find the detail. So, very proud of this work. So ngayon, since it's 2025, this is a work I did 2022. If I'm going to rate it right now, I'm going to rate it 8. And I think I can do better na eh, kung uulitin ko sa So this is artwork number 1. Let's proceed to artwork number 2. So this is Tuhog-tuhog at Ihaw-ihaw gabi-gabi ni Aling Maymay sa kanto ng Dolores. This is also an oil pastel work, same size, and the year is 2023, a year ahead from my previous work. Okay, so this is one of my favorite puzzle works. This is my pre-style pa. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa to yung style ko, which is modern baroque. Wala pa si Kier dyan. So, style ko, dark, contrast, high contrast. And this is considered as everyday life. So, kanina, yung first work ko is still life. So, this is now everyday life. So, ito yung tiyatak niya yung mga paligid, buhay paligid. So, we have our main subject here, yung mga tindera natin, si Aling Maymay. and then yung kanyang tinitinda, which is yung ihaw-ihaw. So, actually, if you zoom in my works, hindi ko talaga siya dinitalye. So, I think ayun yung maganda when you're doing detailed works. Kumbaga, you have your main point here, and then your eyes believe na this part are detailed, yung parang minano-mano. Pero if you zoom, ano lang yan mga scribbles lang talaga yan Pero when you look at afar, na malayo, makikita mo na, gets mo agad hotdog, ulo ng manok, isaw, gets mo agad ito yung suka, ganyan, kamay, toste. Ayan. So, I'm very proud of this work. And actually, ang natutunan ko din from Sir Julius, kung gusto mo makita yung work mo, kung maayos ba siya, squint your eyes. And then kapag kita mo pa rin yung main subject mo, hindi ka nalilito, and then you're doing a good job, okay? So, lighting wise, hindi siya nakakalito. Ito yung main point talaga natin. Wala siyang ibang mabigat na element. Kaya I think this work deserves a 9.5. Next, artwork number 3. So this work, if I am correct, is the debut of Kier. Kier is here. Ito yung pinakauna kong work na dinrawing ko si Kier. And also, this is the first work I did in my modern Baroque era. So, na artwork number 3, Buka Palamig ni Manong Ben sa Mainit na Hapon, sa gilid ng Taytay Tiangge, year 2023. So, gusto ko yung composition niya kasi, if you see, hindi siya pantay Ano siya diagonal. You know, diagonal. Hindi siya, isa din sa mga ayaw ko as an artist kasi yung geometry, yung pagiging um, um, precise sa sukat. Kaya okay sa akin yung slanted siya. Hindi ko kailangan magsukat diyan, tansya-tansya lang. That's how I do my art And then, if I squint my eyes, hindi siya, in this work, hindi siya ganun ka-strong yung contrast niya. Pero still has harmony, okay? Wala siyang yung awkward na element. Yeah. And then I like din na makikita mo talaga sa character. And then buko. So very straightforward siyang artwork. So I'll give this a 9. Next work, artwork number 4 is Balot. So watercolor naman siya. Previously mga puro pastels, and this is a watercolor work, 2023. Now, syempre, include ko to. Why? This is my KST winning piece in 2023. Of course, I'm going to include this, okay? So, kung mapapansin niyo lahat ng mga everyday life ko, actually, lahat ng works ko, may may pattern siya It's always high contrast. So, tulad dito, of course, contrast pa rin. So, you have your light here, tama dito, main subject, and then dark background. Okay? And then, actually, pag sinum mo din yan, kala mo lang madetalye yan, pero ano lang yun hindi siya ganun kadetalye talaga Siyempre, top 5 ako dito, ba't di ko sasama yan? This is one of my best works. So, kung i-rate ko yan, it's 10 out of 10. Okay? So, ako, actually, ang madaling, ang easy mistake dito when you're using dark talaga is yung fear of pagiging muddy niya. So, ayun yung kinokontrol ko. Actually, I think na ayos ko siya. Kasi, paano mo magagawa yung contrast kung nami-mix siya. So, actually, sobrang ingat ko talaga sa part na 'to. And actually, maraming believe kung paano ko daw ginawa 'tong usok part na 'to. Actually, hindi ko din alam Parang naging blanko na ako. Pero this work, actually, ginawa ko lang siya 10 days. And then, natapos ko siya. And then, nanalo pa siya. So, 10 out of 10. Let's proceed to artwork number 5. Artwork number 5, Init ang Liwanag na tumatama sa daloy ng buhay ng palengke. This is a watercolor work also, 2024, and this is also my KST piece last year. Okay, so last year, runner-up placement ako. Still proud, and this is actually one of my best works talaga. So number 1, this is also part of my modern Baroque, contrast, high contrast, palengke series, and then also you have here Kier, my trademark. And then actually na ano ako, natutuwa ako kapag naalala nila yung work ko. Tumatatak kasi yung contrast ng ilaw dito. Actually, I think it was ano talaga meant to be talaga siya kasi when I do my paintings, of course, I take photos, I take my references, and I always take a lot kasi hindi mo na magagamit lahat parang pipili ka lang yan. Sumakto talaga may nakuha akong ganyan na malakas ang ilaw. Pero ngayon natuto na ako regardless kung sa picture ko may malakas ang ilaw, hindi na siya nagiging problem sa akin. Why? I know how to edit na in terms of I know where to put the light. Kung gusto ko siyang gawing mas contrast, di ko na kailangan umasa sa reference, gagawin ko na siya talaga with my imagination. Yan. So this, of course, 10 out of 10. Kahit di siya top 5, actually, I'm very proud of this work. Kahit hindi ganun kalinaw si Kier, I'm still very proud of this work. Okay, so artwork number 6. I'm so sorry. This is a classified work. Hindi ko siya pwedeng i-share sa inyo. Ano ba pwede ko i-share dito? Okay, this is a work na you will see this year. Pero hindi ko pa siya pwedeng i-share kahit title, kahit anong medium ginamit ko. Hindi ko siya pwedeng i-share. I'm so sorry. But makakaasa kayo, malalaman niyo to this year. Next, artwork number 7. So, Biyaya ng Raha, na tilapia mula sa lawa na tila pinagpala sa mata ng umaga sa talipapa. This is an acrylic work, 3 by 2 feet, 2025. Again, makikita mo yung pattern ng gawa ko. Marami akong um, everyday life, lalo na Palengke series. Actually, makikita mo nga yung palette ko very orange, warm, green, and then light, yellow, and then of course, Kier is present. Actually, thought process ko noon, hindi ako papayag na hindi ko ma-present si Kier sa portfolio ko. Yan. So again, high contrast, ilaw. Actually, natutuwa ako sa mga ilaw na yan eh. So, pag nag-screen ka ulit, ayun talaga yung unang nagpapap sa mata mo eh. Kaya I'm very proud of that. So, actually, hindi ko talaga forte ang acrylic, sa totoo lang. Pero ito kasi ginawa ko siya with that mind na sa watercolor nakakapag-focus ako sa pastel, nakakapag-focus ako. Bakit tinatamad ako sa acrylic? Kasi usually talaga may mga works ako na acrylic, tamad talaga ako gumawa. So, this work is the first acrylic work na talagang binigay ko yung best ko. Talagang nagdetalye ako, hindi ako tinamad, and I think it's a very good painting. So, I rate it 10 out of 10. Next, artwork number 8. Title is Lola Beo, graphite pencil on illustration board this year. Right, this year. Okay? So ngayon, to review everything sa mga pinakita ko. So nagkaroon na tayo ng still life, which is yung mga objects na dinodrawing na pinapainting, dinodrawing natin. Ito yung mga bakit maganda ba ang still life ipakita sa portfolio? Una, it shows how you study materials. Glass, opaque, transparent, translucent, hard objects, soft objects, how you convey the texture in paper or in painting. Kaya maganda siya isama in your portfolio. Next, everyday life. Ayun yung mga marami kong nilagay dito. Kasi una, forte ko talaga ang everyday life. And maganda din siya kasi it's, ang tinitignan doon is how you convey the emotions din. Kasi everyday life, and then, kailangan may tao. So, present yung tao. Hindi ako, ayokong pumayag na walang makikitang tao kasi nga, everyday life, ito yung buhay ng tao everyday. And next, ito na pumapasok na dito yung, portraitures. So, of course, maganda din na mag-include ka ng portraiture sa portfolio mo kasi dito makikita how you show or how you studied anatomy sa mata, placement, tenga, ilong, and also values. Kaya graphite din ang ginamit ko sa portraitures ko. Kasi actually parang isa sa mga basic and parang core ng works is values talaga. Which is minsan nakakalimutan na natin. Kaya maganda talaga graphite pencils in portraiture compared sa portraitures na may kulay. Kasi tignan mo dito, actually, ang ganda ng contrast din, na madilim. Pero you still see there's light bouncing here eh. And then, the direct light here. And also maganda din, for me, preference ko when I'm using pencils, I don't do yung brush. Kasi may mga artists na gaganon. This is just my personal preference. Binabrush nila. Prefer ko yung nakikita ko yung strokes ng pencils para organic siya. And then para masabi mo na, yes, graphite talaga ang ginamit dito. Then, contrast, of course, hindi mawawala sa akin yan. So, I'm very proud of this. Proceed tayo. Before we proceed, I'll give this a 9 out of 9. Artwork number 9. 9 Christie, graphite deck. The same year. So, ganun din, of course. I included not just one portrait. Actually, these are 3 portraitures in pencil. Kasi gusto ko ipakita yung contrast and and yung knowledge ko when it comes to graphite pencils. Not just in one work. Para hindi nila masabi na playing safe ako in my graphite. Okay? So actually, just to share, hindi kahinaan ko ang portraitures before, pero ngayon hindi na ako takot. So, medyo sanay na ako because of live sketching sa Grupo Sabado Ango, no? Again, I love the contrast here. Kita mo kung saan nanggagaling yung ilaw. And then, of course, to create more contrast, dinark ko yung background niya. Also, isa sa mga natutunan ko when it comes to portraitures, it's portrait. Okay? So, meaning, ang focus mo talaga is mukha. So, minsan, ang nagiging problem when it comes to portraitures is nagiging mabigat siya sa mata. Why? Because of the other details. For example, sa damit. So, sa damit, hindi mo kailangan na gawing madetalye yung damit eh. Actually, 'pag tinignan mo yung reference nito, sobrang madetalye, pero I made sure na hindi niya masasapawan yung mukha kasi nga, this is a portraiture. This is not a I'm not looking at the clothes, I'm looking at the face. So, kamukha ba, maganda ba ang values mo? If that's so, if it's so, if ganun nga, then you're doing a good job. So, I rate this artwork, 8.5 out of 10. Next is artwork number 10, self-portraiture. Same material, same year. Okay, to be honest, medyo hindi ko kamukha 'to. Hindi ko alam, medyo may off lang siya sa'kin. However, bakit ako nag-include ng self-portraiture? So, siyempre portfolio is sa UP is blind. Ibig sabihin hindi ka nila kilala, wala silang prior knowledge about you. Hindi ka nga bawal nga yung signature mo, eh. Actually, TDT number lang ang puwedeng ilagay. So, somehow this is my way of introducing myself so they can have an idea who am I. So, strong contrast of course, mata, ang ganda ng mata actually. Medyo off lang sa'kin 'tong part na 'to, but still I'm still proud of this work. So, I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. Now, ang artwork number 11, pamamalengke ni Rubina ng hapon sa tapat ng simbahan sa Taytay. So actually, kung mapapansin niyo lahat ng mga palengke series ko, it's taken from Taytay. So, proud Taytayan nyo here. Yan, oil pastels ulit tayo and another still life work. So, I included this para may mga recent works ako na oil pastel. And of course, hello here, and then the contrast of light. Yan. Actually, kung tinanggal mo si Kier dyan, kung black lang siya, medyo mabigat dito sa part nito. Kaya, rightfully placed si Kier dito. And actually, pag nag-screen ka nga, ang ganda din nung magiging ilaw dito eh. Yung tama ng ilaw sa tomatoes. And actually, may isang rule na binanggit sa akin, ng mga pastel masters. Kapag daw gusto mo nung strong na ilaw, huwag ka daw gagamit ng pure white. And oo, tama yun ha. Huwag gagamit ng pure white. Minsan lang talaga, ako eh, pasaway. So, actually, this is pure white. Pero as much as possible, iniiwasan ko. Like, here, in this part, hindi siya pure white. May mga parts lang na pure white. As much as possible, iniiwasan ko. Pero minsan pa pasaway talaga ako eh. So, I'll rate this work 9 out of 10. Next is artwork 12, isang gabing malamig sa hapay ng mangga, acrylic on illustration board, same year. Okay, actually may this composition nagawa ko na siya unang-una sa watercolor. And then that was in 2021. So I was deciding kung isasama ko ba siya portfolio ko kaso gusto ko mas recent eh. Kaya I did this, I recreated that work in acrylic naman. So actually ang ganda ng texture. Actually, this style na makikita mo yung brush strokes, natutunan ko to kay Sir Ed Castor, na hindi mo kailangan blending. Actually, isa naging problema ng mga artists when it comes to acrylic. Una, acrylic kasi dries fast. Kaya hindi yung technique na nagmi-mix ka mismo sa canvas, actually mali siya. Nagagamit lang siya at mas maganda siya in oil kasi oil is matagal matuyo. So in acrylic natutunan ko 'to na hindi mo kailangang mag-mix sa canvas. Actually, maganda na nakikita yung texture ng brush. Kaya ayan makikita niyo diyan Pero hindi naman siya awkward looking. And then of course, actually maganda din 'tong painting na 'to kasi dalawa yung light source niya. So may mga artist na nalilito na nga sila one light source lang pero dalawa. So that was the challenge for me. So you have a warm light here in this part and then cool light here. And I think I did justice in this work. I think actually feel ko nga mas maganda 'to compared dun sa una kong gawa. So I'll rate this 10 out of 10. And lastly, last sa aking portfolio ay this work, artwork number 13, sa isang sulok ng kusina ni Rubina, acrylic also. So, dark, contrast. And of course, ayun nga, yung same style siya. Two lights ulit, warm and cold. And then, ayun nga, isa sa mga keys kapag still life ka, natutunan ko din kala Sir Julius and Sir Sena, na you don't do one type of object. For example, mga prutas mo palagi mga bilog-bilog-bilog-bilog. mansanas, orange, ganyan-ganyan. Much better if you include different sizes, different textures. Kunyari, you have an apple, then include a pineapple kasi pineapples are rough. Or, for example, in this work, you have here organic, gulay. To contrast, you have here plastic, glass, ceramic. And then, to contrast din, meron kang mga organic dito na medyo hard surface siya. Ayan. And then, another glass here. So, those are my 13 works na shinare ko sa inyo. These are the works that I included in my portfolio in UP Fine Arts. And ayun nga, nakapasa ako and I'm now a freshman. And to review everything and for those na gusto mag-take this year and next year and then sa mga susunod taon, my suggestion here is in your portfolio, make sure to include a variety of works from different mediums to different sizes to different um, objects or different compositions. So, suggest ko you include at least three of these. Number one, still life, para mapakita mo yung knowledge mo when it comes to painting and drawing objects, different types of objects, opaque, translucent, transparent, rough, soft. Second one is portraiture. Avoid doing portraitures ng mga kakilala ha. For example, celebrities. As much as possible, take your own references, pamilya mo, ikaw. And then, maganda dito ang gamitin mo is graphite pencil. Show your knowledge on values. Third one is supposed to be, suggest ko siya is landscapes. Maganda din kasi yung may knowledge siya sa landscape. Pero hindi ako nag-include, bakit hindi ko siya forte eh. So, pang fourth, suggest ko is still life. Sorry. Fourth, ang suggestion ko dito is everyday life. Pakita mo kung paano ka nakakagawa ng focus sa magulong buhay na kasi marami nangyayari sa buhay. So how can you make focus on that scenario? So of course, I also encourage you to try different mediums then. If you can do sculpture, go ahead. Pwedeng-pwede yan. Pwede din nga digital art if you can provide. So, wag kang matakot to try different things. Ang gusto mo dito, ipakita mo na you are knowledgeable in everything, in many things, na hindi ka lang one-trick pony. Kasi ako very much easy. Pwede ko ilagay lahat dyan ng best work ko, which is everyday life. Pero I made sure na variety to ng works. Kasi this is your key para makapasok ka eh. Ayan, so I hope na this helps, this review help you guys in some way sa mga magte-take na exam. Actually, regardless if you're going to apply in UP or other universities, I'm sure and I hope na this review or portfolio review serves you well. So again, if you have any questions, you can message me. I'll be happy to help if hindi ako busy. And of course, i-plug ko na din if you want to try to learn how to draw or live sketch. Of course, pwedeng-pwede kayo sa Grupo Sabado. You can inquire me directly para matulungan ko kayo on that. Okay? So again, this is Kevin Lacanaria and marahuyo palagi sa sine.